Hello everyone, my name is Alessandro and this is the Temple of Surf, the podcast. We will give you full access to the best surfers, skaters, shapers, surfboard collectors, shop owners in the world. Discover with me their stories, the greatest successes, amazing behind the scenes and much more. Hello everyone and welcome to the 5th episode of the Temple of Surf, the podcast. Today's guest, representing Italy and Italian surfers, is Roberto D'Amico. Let's discover more about his travels, surfing in Italy and much more. Hi Robin, welcome to the show. Where are you today?
Hi, I'm here in Italy. I live near Rome, a little city called Ladispoli, and this is where I grew up and where I spent my quarantine. I was kind of lucky instead of the guys in the city. And I live in Italy. This is Italy.
How's it going in Italy in times of coronavirus? You're finally over from the quarantine, right?
It's not really over, but it's getting a lot better for sure. In the last 2 weeks, we were finally able to walk out of the house and go to the beach a little bit and finally surf. We have been quarantined. We were the first to get quarantined. So we spent pretty much 60 days on full lockdown. And now we are really enjoying every bit of freedom that the government is giving us. And hopefully we will get out of this situation for real and start traveling again and live our normal life with more respect to Mother Nature.
Yeah. Definitely. We must pay respect. I hope the world learn a lesson or is learning a lesson nowadays. So today we're going to talk about surf. We're going to talk about you, your future projects, surfboards, so many things. But the first question that we have for you is, in your opinion, what is the most important thing in surfing?
The most important thing in surfing is to be free and to represent yourself. Like surfing for yourself and for no one else, enjoying the moment the way you like, and listen to your soul and go wherever your heart brings you and enjoy every bit of it.
Exactly. I agree with you. Yesterday we were having another interview and the person answered, just catch a wave. That's the most important thing in surfing,
No, not really. I like days before. I like to see the charts. I like to bring friends with me. I really dream the day, days before. So when it happens, you really have to enjoy and leave the problems on land.
Because in Italy, there is not surf like every day, right? So you need to wait for it.
In Italy, there is not surfing every day, but this maybe makes it more special. It makes you wish for waves. It makes you wait for waves. So when there is waves, it's really special. It's never bad. It's always pumping in my eyes. So I'm really, really excited on each surf I get to surf.
Very good. How did it all started with you and surfing? When you start?
Actually, I start to love the sea. I start to live by the sea from my dad. He really teach me how to fish, how to windsurf, how to live this blue world. And then I was skimboarding, I was skateboarding, I was doing a lot of board sports. And at the age of 8, a friend of mine gave me his board to try. I used to stand up on a boogie board. So the feeling of the fins on a surfboard was a lot easier than surfing standing on a bodyboard. And it was just another object to have fun in the water. And I really liked that I could do what I was feeling, like I would just cut the wave. And that was amazing because I was only going straight on a boogie board, and on a surfboard I could actually do little turns. And that made me really, really excited. And I wanted to do something else. So a couple years later, I went to my first surf trip. I went to France and I saw that surfing was actually a real sport out of Italy, because here it was just for fun. I was catching waves every night at 7 p.m. because a boat was passing through and was creating one of two waves. And I was paddling there every day just to stand up. Then I saw the level of the other kids outside of Italy and was really, really inspiring.
Yeah, of course. Like in Europe, what's the best spot in Europe to surf, in your opinion?
I don't have a favorite spot. I have a favorite. I could say my favorite spot becomes when I'm with my favorite crew. It can be the best wave ever, but if I'm with the wrong people, I don't enjoy as much. I I'd rather be alone than in a bad crowd. So I would say in between, I really like Portugal, Spain, France. I really had good times and special moments there. So yeah, one of the three, but there is many waves that I still have to discover, even in Europe. So I can't say one. Maybe La Gravière also is where I had maybe the most, but just because I spent a lot of time there. But there is plenty of waves.
Do you remember your first surfboard, the one you bought?
Yeah, of course I do. Of course.
What was that?
I had a boogie board first, then I tried this board. It was maybe, I don't know, a 5'9" or a 5'10". It was really small. And I told to my dad that I really liked surfing. And one day he showed up with this board, like a 6'4" pintail, fully to get huge barrels. And I was maybe 4'5" high. I was really small. And yeah, that was my first board with like fire on the rails, little fire all the way up to the rails, violet and green. I remember. I think someone still has this board. I wish I could get it back and surf on it now.
Yeah, like because my question, my second question on it was like if you still have it, right? And I think
Yeah.
all the people that I interviewed so far, they say like, no, my God, I don't have my surfboard anymore. I really want it.
I sold it. I sold it to buy another one for sure. But if I have the chance now to get it back, it would be maybe this is really inspiring because I can might do something with social media now. I can might post a little photo of it and ask to buy back that surfboard. It would be really good.
Yeah, it's like you can. It's like a treasure hunt. You can say like, guys, I need my board back.
Yeah, please. Yes, please.
So today, how many surfboards you have? You have your favorite one. How does it work?
I feel really lucky with the life I have and the sponsor I'm working with for surfboards, which is Pukas. And I don't know. I'm at the moment I might have 20 to 25 surfboards, but I still have in my garage all the boards with my best memories. I didn't sell them. I just keep them in the garage and I don't count them. So the boards I'm using are around 20, but I change them all the time. And I like at this moment I'm really liking to change and have different feelings. I'm getting bored of riding all the time the same. So I just started to ride twin fins, and the feeling of different lines and different push of the waves makes me really excited, really excited, and makes me want to go surf more and more and more. Even I'm trying this new material from Pukas, which is called Inca, and this material makes the board that I never liked epoxy because it was too nervous for me. It moves too much and doesn't allow you to do anything wrong. And I think I do a lot wrong in my surfing for my weight, and I move a lot my feet. So I couldn't really use epoxy. But with this Inca, which is a new project, I really found a different feeling in between epoxy and PU. The PU is a lot slower, of course, on like small surf, but epoxy was too nervous and fast, and this is in between. So I'm really like the flexing and the opportunity that this board is giving me.
Okay. What was the defining moment of your career?
Oh, maybe when I was there is maybe two. There is two, and it's completely different. In 2003, they took me to the first surf contest here in Italy. Marco Gregori took me. My family came to watch, and I won that contest. It was under 12, I think. And so Quicksilver took me to France. That travel that I told you, my first ever surf trip. And my parents drove me to Hossegor and Capleton, where I'm actually going every year. And there was where I saw that this was not only like a hobby or something to have fun, but it was something that I could have learned a lot. And there were not DVDs or VHS. I had nothing to watch. So it was really, really inspiring to see the 360s or turns that I didn't even imagine that it was possible to do. So that was the first step. After that, I started to competing a lot and being in that jersey and getting all the pressure by Italy and all my sponsor. I was getting paid. It was good, it was like a dream. But at the end, I was surfing for the judges. I was surfing to win. I was not surfing for me. So I started to be like to vomit before my heats. I started to suffer that pressure. That was way too much. And at the age of 18, I was like, okay, this is not what I want. This is my sponsor wanted me to be like that, but this is not me. So I kind of quit. And this is when I got Riff at the age of 18. I got my new sponsor, and they said, I don't want you to do anything that you don't want to do. Just be yourself. So I started to travel. I started to bring my crew and travel with the people I wanted to travel and create good content. And that's what gave me a full gas and a full gain of surfing and enjoying. The most was enjoying, and until that I went back competing, but with the crew that I wanted, representing Italy with a full heart and full passion. And it was completely different being who you are instead of being who they tell you to be.
How does the surf evolving in Italy? How is the evolution of surfing?
Yeah, surfing in Italy is becoming huge. For the amount of waves we have, the amount of surfers is just not under control. There is so many surfers, and they were saying they were surfing for mod. Surfing is a mod. All right, surfing can be a mod, but once you like the mod, it's passion. So I believe that there is so many passionate people at the moment, and they are starting to travel and get in the world, because surfing is not only a turn or a wave. As you said, it's the whole concept. It's traveling, it's meeting new people, it's living this kind of life that many people dreams, but everyone can live it actually as an hobby as well, as a sport to play instead of other sports, but that has a full lifestyle on the side of it.
Of course. What was the greatest achievement of your career?
My greatest achievement of my career was my first ever 10-point ride at Kemao class, which is not a contest in my eyes. It is a show of barrels in the one of the gnarliest waves of Europe. And I went to compete, and I was, as usual, I was suffering my anxiety. I had asthma in that heat. I couldn't really make a wave. I was needing like a 9.5 or 9.6 at like with 1 minute to go. And I had all my friends watching me, a lot of people that came to support me. And I was like, oh God, I can't give them this bad result. I really want to show what can I do. And so it was 1 minute left. This wave came, and it looked like a closeout. It was breaking on the second reef, and the tide was like mid to low, so it wasn't really surfable. I was like, you know what? I'm going for the glory, whatever. And I paddle, I went, I pull in, like I almost fell. My front arm went backward, and I recovered. First speed, and then sped again, and I came out, and I just threw my arm, and I cried for the next week.
Yeah, I guess a lot of emotion, a lot of stress as well, right?
Oh yes, I really let go all my stress. I really let go all my stress. Then another achievement was maybe to realize my first movie, which was The Island. I had a trip that I did with only a photographer, and I was in Africa. And I really wanted to go back with a cameraman and like share the story of that place. And when I was able to go and show those image, those people, those waves, the food, the culture, everything, and see it and share with everyone was a big achievement as well.
You surfed with the Italian team, right? Is that like an Italian team of surfing, right? Representing Italy?
Yeah.
In 2020, basically, the surf became an Olympic sport. Right now is 2021 in Tokyo. Who's going to represent Italy in these Olympics?
Yeah, for the moment, none of us is going to represent Italy because the selection is really, really tough. And I'm in that three people that was going to represent us in El Salvador in this May 2020, but because of the COVID, everything got canceled, of course. So the chance of going are still open. The contest is postponed. I don't know when yet, and hopefully at that time I will be in shape to be qualified to go just represent Italy. Then if I make it or not, I don't know. It's really, really tough. The chances are really low, but surfing is a sport where you never know. The day could be your day, or it could be not the day for someone else, which is a lot better than you. So it's really an opportunity for everyone in that kind of day. We have Leonardo Fioravanti, which is the greatest competitor ever, and of course he's going to represent us, and hopefully the day becomes his day or the day of Angelo, which almost qualified in Tokyo in 2019, or it can be my day or someone else. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? You traveled the world, and you told us before about your projects of videography, photography. What was your favorite place and the best video or like project that you have done so far?
What I've done so far is it's of course the island. This video called The Island, which is filmed in a couple different islands in front of Senegal. And as I told you, I went there before and I went back. The story is great because I had this friend of mine, which is called Licia, who came to work here in Italy, in my little town, and I invited him to stay at home with me. I gave work to him. We really became good friends, and he was like, "Robbie, you should come visit me. Where I live is amazing. You will love it. You will love it." I was like, "Oh, dude, I have to. It's far. It's expensive to bring two more people with me for the production and stuff." And in the end, I was finally able to organize it. And the way he welcomed me with every other people of the islands, I was really feeling at home. And that feeling of being home, not at home, it's amazing, And you can really see on that video that we were having a good time, even if it finished with a bad injury on my ankle, and I wasn't able to surf at all. Like, meanwhile, there were good ways. We were there for 3 weeks, not getting what we wanted, but that experience made me see things that I would have never seen if there were waves, and was another way of leading a trip, and it was just amazing.
Great. What are your future plans?
My future plan is I want to be sensible and sensibilize who is not yet to respect more Mother Nature. I respect more the beaches, organize more events. And, I think that people doesn't know yet how important it is to do a little bit to help the planet. So I'm trying to sensibilize on that way, and not saying you're doing wrong, but you can do better. This is a goal I have. Then after this, of course, I want to go travel. I miss traveling, so I don't plan much. I just go where the swell is. So wherever I go, there is a story to tell, and I just want to go back to live what I was supposed to live this year.
Yeah, I guess that's the best desire of each one of us, right? We want to go back to our things as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna finish our interview with a short Q&A session. So please answer the first thing that comes up to your mind. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. The best surfboard you ever ridden.
Puka's Dark Inca.
The best shaper of all time.
Of all time. Maybe I still have to meet him. I don't know. For the moment, the best boards I've had so far are by Axel Lawrence.
Yeah. Personal question. Your favorite song.
My favorite song. Oh God, I'm a fan of Italian rap. I like Noise Narcos. Italian rap, Roman.
Okay, cool. Your best surf spot in Italy.
My favorite surf spot in Italy could be Banzai, just for the atmosphere it has that I miss every time, and then I just want to leave when I'm there. But it's my home, and it's where I really like to go back when I'm traveling, and I like to share those sessions with hundreds and hundreds of people. But it's cool. I like Banzai.
Fantastic. The best surfer of all time.
Best surfer of all time. I like Rob Machado. I like Dan Reynolds for different reasons, and I like Rob Machado as inspiring. I'm really inspired by him.
Yeah. It's definitely one of the greatest, right? And
yeah.
And as you is also concerned about what is just around or the
yeah. I had chances to spend time with him and other people too, where I was not feeling really comfortable with myself. And he was the guy that really took good care of me. He's really unhuman. His name is just huge, but in person, he's just amazing. He was just amazing, yeah. Then he told me his story. I had the chance to talk a lot with him. Then I watched the last movie he did with all the greatest of the all time. I don't remember the name of the movie. With Kelly and him and his story at Pipe and everything. And it was just cool to watch again what he told me. And it's really, really, really inspiring.
Great. And the last question we ask for everybody has nothing to do with surf, but we ask you anyway. We want to know your best relationship advice.
My best relationship advice? Oh God, stop surfing.
Stop surfing. Yeah, I like this one. Or you have a relationship with the ocean, right?
We always do that. No one will break that one, but girls will never understand that ocean comes first. But I always say.
Okay, cool. I like that. Thanks a lot, Robbie, for being on the show with us today, and we look forward to talk to you very soon.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Hi, it's me again. I hope you enjoyed our today's episode. If you want to know more about us, please follow www.thetempleofsurf.com and all our social media. Mahalo!